Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that like button if you like my video. Also click on that notification bell. Thank you. Creating files and directories. In this lesson, we will cover how we can create files and directories, different ways to create files. The first one is the touch. Now, touch command creates a file that is, of course, an empty file. The second way to create a file is if you are copying an existing file and creating a new file at the destination location. And the third way to create a file is through VI command. Now, VI is our editor, which we will cover in detail later in the lessons, but I will cover quickly how we could create a file using VI. Creating directories, the easiest way to create a directory in the command is mkdir, which is make directory. So now let's get into our Linux machine, and we will use every command listed here as a practice to create our files. Okay, the first thing we have to do is to find out what user ID we are logged in as. So you do who am I, and we'll tell you you are logged in as yourself. And then the second thing, you have to know which directory you are in. And I am in my home directory. Now I will be creating a few files, and as your homework I want you to create those files and directories as well. The first way to create a file, here I have a list of files that I will be creating. We will use the first command to create a file will be touch. We'll create touch space. I have here Jerry. Hit enter. When you hit enter and you get the prompt back, that means your command worked. Now, how do we know where is that file? You do ls -l, and you'll see here the directory you have is right here, Jerry. Sorry, not the directory, the file. Now I want you to create another file. Touch Kramer. Again, check if it's created. Yes, it is created, Jerry and Kramer. Now I use the option ls -l, which will list all the files and the directories in an alphabetical order. Now, if you wanted to list all the files or directories that are created at when it was last modified, you will use ls -ltr, which means give you everything by the timely order and in reverse, meaning the oldest one at the top and the newest one at the bottom. When you hit enter, you will see Jerry was the first one that was created, followed by the Kramer. Next one we are creating is George. How do you verify that file was created? You do ls l. Now these files can be changed or renamed or moved, but we'll go to the next set of files to create. I want you to use this time the copy command. So I want you to use copy Jerry, and then the destination file I want you to be Lex. So do ls -ltr. So what exactly it did, it copied this Jerry file and named it Lex. I want you to do the same thing for Clark. So copy Jerry or Kramer or whichever file and do Clark. Same thing, copy Jerry and Lois. Now let's verify we have all those files. There you go, we got all 6 files. So now 3 files we created with touch command, 3 files we created with the copy command, and the rest of the files we'll create using VI. Now remember, VI is a very tricky, so I will only create one file and we will cover the vi later. So vi space Homer. So hit enter. Once you hit enter, it will bring you to file editor. Now be very careful what you type in here, because you will not be able to get out if you really don't know what you are doing. So at this point, I just want you to do shift colon W as in write, Q as in quit, and exclamation point, which is also referred as bang. Hit enter. The file Homer is created. How do we verify it? Let's do ls-ltr, and there you go, the Homer file is created. Now the other three files I will create by the touch command. Now you will notice you don't have to run touch command over and over again. You could run the touch command just once and do Bart space Lisa space marg, March. So now with this just one command, it will create three files. So hit enter. Verified. All three files, Bart, March, Lisa, all of them are in this directory. Now the next step I want you to do is create directories within your home directory. So just do pwd just to make sure you are in home directory. Then from here you do mkdir space Seinfeld. Now the directory is created because you got your prompt back. How do you verify it? ls-ltr, and you see at the bottom, that's where the directory is created. And if you notice, some of the Linux distributions also change the color for you, so this way it will be easier for you to identify which one is the file or which one is a directory. Same way, I want you to create another directory, mkdir Superman, and again you could also do the same way. Instead of running one command after the other, you could just run one command and followed by two different directories. So the second directory we have is Simpson, and hit enter. Once you hit enter, again do ls-ltr, see all three directories at the bottom, and you have all your files right here listed here. So this is the way you create files and directories in your home directory. If you try to create a directory in, let's say, slash or somewhere else where you do not have permission, it would tell you that this directory, you do not have sufficient rights to create that directory. So let's take the example. If you go to cd/etc and I want to create a file here, let's call it test123, and hit enter. It's going to tell you you do not have permission to create that file in there because we don't own slash. Who owns the slash? Root owns it, and you are not root. Who are you? You are yourself. In this case, I have Saul. Again, we learned 4 commands: touch, copy, vi to create files, and the last command we learned to create directories is mkdir.